Shalom, shalom. This your Ariel from GMS Savannah, Georgia. Come with another quick lesson. But first and foremost, I'm going to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders and the elder bishop of the great millstone, which rule well and teach well, and to the Akim, uh, and the affiliates pushing this 100% truth to four corners of the earth in sincerity around risking their lives. Shalom. And also, to the hopeful elect of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and speckled birds scattered amongst the heathens that have the appearance of the heathens, which are also named as Israelite foreigners, of the pedigree of their fathers, Shalom. But today's lesson I'm going into is, with Philly. There's some stuff in this little video that I didn't know about, man. It's very, very alarming and frightening, because a lot of people like to pinpoint a lot of stuff on like poor people, man, like people, less fortunate, that's where, majority of a lot of these pestilence are hovering around in. But hey, hear what this Jake right here got to say, man. It opened your eyes, like, man, this thing is serious out here, man. What's going on in Philly right now, man. I did a lesson on it, like I say, but this is a little bit more in depth of what's really going on in Philly, man, which is crazy. But I'm just show this little quick video, then we're gonna hit some scriptures on it.
Philly got the most people with the House of. All right, so they saying Philly got the most people with the House of Virginia, right? They not telling y'all who got it, and who actually passing it around. They not telling y'all that. I'm gonna tell y'all though. All right, so Philly had a Broad Street walk, Broad Street run, whatever you want to call it. We had that here in Philly, and the people that was there, they are the ones that got tested for that. They the ones that got tested for that, and 18,000 people came back positive. 18,000 people at that Broad Street run, walk, whatever you want to call it, came back positive. So y'all ask yourself, y'all gotta ask yourself, and y'all gotta be logic, man. Who was at that Broad Street walk? The majority of the people. Who was there? Y'all know. I ain't even gotta say it, but y'all know who was there. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing though. It was not that much people from the hood getting up 6 o'clock in the morning doing no Broad Street run, bro. That's y'all answer right there. All right, so they saying,
Man, that's something else, man. So basically, what's going on, it was a lot of heathens out there, man, that got tested. And like I say, you're gonna have some Israelites that's there. You know what I'm saying? But a majority of it sleazy, man. That's scary. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, things are revving up out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, man, it's a very serious time that we in, man. But like I say, there's a lot of Israelites, a lot of heathens, and those are big numbers, man. 18,000? That's 18,000 and spreading by the day. So what's gonna happen, 6 months from now, man? Those numbers gonna triple, man. It's scary out here. But we're gonna hit, I'm gonna hit up Amos 6:1, woe to them that are in ease and Zion and trust in the mountains of Samaria, which they are named the chief of the nations, to whom the house of Israel came. You can't be at ease here in Babylon, man. It's just crazy. You have to walk circumspectly, and be wise and not as fools, knowing that the times are evil, man. Everybody want to live their best life. You know what I'm saying? They want to be like Sleazy, man. They want to live like that. But hey, we here to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We love not the world. And a lot of our people getting caught up in these pestilence, man, that's going on. It's a scary time to be in, man. Scary time, And it's spreading more and more like wildfire there in Philly, man. And these numbers are going to continue to go up, man. So, a lot of you Israelites, man, this for y'all, man. Y'all better walk circumspectly, man, knowing the times are evil. Because, man, this is crazy. And then another thing, a lot of our women, they living their best life. You know what I'm saying? They don't need no man. But thou shalt not follow the multitude to do either. Neither shalt thou speak in cause of decline after many to rush judgment. I don't need a man, And a lot of the jakes, man, they out of control too, man, out here. Committing adultery and all other kind of madness out here, man. But man, hey, everything is a judgment, man. It's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the living power, man. Because judgments are going out, man. Here in Babylon, man. And it's increasing. You got Houston, you got, Philly, Atlanta booming. It's booming everywhere, man. A lot of these statistics are not really coming on the social media. You know what I'm saying? So you have to get a lot of these somewhat accurate numbers from TikTok and these other sources, man. Because the television ain't gonna give you this, man. They're not gonna talk about this stuff, man, on the TVs, man. You're not gonna hear about it. You only gonna hear it on these platforms, man. You know what I'm saying? We have to blow the trumpet when we get this stuff, man. We have to warn our people, man, to let them know. The elect, man, you got to walk that straight and narrow gate, man, and not fall into this foolishness, man, of the multitude of other people that's doing evil out here, man. You can't be, these Eves out here, several, want to, be with several guys, it's crazy. It's getting scary out here, man. Like I said, it's for the Israelites only. The heathens, man, so, hey, they're wicked. You know what I'm saying? But this message is for the Israelites, man, the hopeful elect. Men and women out here, man, to not follow the multitude, do evil out here, man. To be smart and wise and fear the Lord. And and another thing, hey, you gotta come up out of this world, man. You gotta come up out of this world, man. A lot of our people, they love the status and they want to be something. You know what I'm saying? That they're not. A lot of women are losing jobs out here. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a lot going on, man. 1 John 2:15, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, then the love of the Father is not in him. But like I say, a lot of people get these judgments, man. You want to be a part of the world. You know what I'm saying? You doing all these other activities. Judgment is coming upon our people, man. Even with the heathens too. So you just got to be smart out here, man. We all just got to watch ourselves, man, what we doing. You know what I'm saying? We got to walk that straight and narrow path because, like I say, a lot is going on. And these are the times to be smart how you move here in Babylon, man. Because you could get easily caught up out here with this madness that's going on. And it's just flat out scary. And, hey, man, all I can just say, hey, man, hey, we praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man, that we get the hell up out of here, man, because this place is circling the drain, man. It's getting scary out here in Babylon, And like I say, these 2/3 jakes out here, they getting caught up in this folly out here, man. They don't fear the Lord. And so, like I say, these numbers are going up and up and up, man. But like I say, man, you just sit back and see what happens, man. After, after these numbers continue to get larger and larger, man. You know, this ain't the time to be messing around and playing out here and do as I will, man, because hey, judgments are being passed out from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai all over the place, man. So this is the time to repent, you know what I'm saying, and follow Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, if you want to stay alive, you know what I'm saying? Because you will get a judgment, man, if you continue to go out here and be wicked. You know, this is the punishment of the wicked. You know, so hopefully this will edifying to the sheep and lambs, you know what I'm saying? Hope this was edifying, man. It's just you know, we at the end days, man, and stuff are revving up out here in Babylon. But Kohan Yasharala, on to the next lesson. Shalom.